not entertain none of this nonsense and nothing over the phone. I'ma need you to get rid of all the leftover pizza boxes.
The what?
All the boxes left over from the pizza. All the boxes.
Okay.
Make sure you recycle the plastic like we talked about. I'ma need you to get rid of all the leftover pizza boxes.
The what?
All the boxes left over from the pizza. All the boxes.
Okay.
Make sure you recycle the plastic like we talked about. I'ma need you to get rid of all the leftover pizza boxes.
The what?
All the boxes left over from the pizza. All the boxes.
Okay.
Make sure you recycle the plastic like we talked about.
Become a team.
Where we go one, we go all.
Because where he was taking them.
What are they doing?
Claiming their place in the world.
A conspiracy theory that came to be known as Pizzagate. It started with what turned out to be a bogus news story suggesting that Bill and Hillary Clinton were running a sex ring out of a Washington, D.C. pizza parlor. The whole thing turned truly frightening when a man showed up at that pizza parlor with a gun 2 weeks ago demanding to know more. And now this has become the center of a national debate over fake news.
Megyn, as many controversies do these days, it began with a tweet. On October 30th, days after the FBI announced they'd be reopening an investigation into Hillary Clinton's emails, someone on Twitter, whose name remains unverified but has several thousand followers, posted that new emails found on Anthony Weiner's computer confirmed that Hillary Clinton was involved in a pedophilia ring. The Twitter post included information from a Facebook user who stated, quote, "My NYPD source said it's much more vile and serious than classified material on Weiner's device. We're talking an international child enslavement and sex ring." The next day, the bogus claim was picked up by a website called YourNewsWire.com, message boards like 4chan and Reddit, right-wing blogs, and several pro-Trump websites. InfoWars' Alex Jones, a far-right web host, posted a YouTube video.
All the children Hillary Clinton has personally murdered and chopped up and raped. I have zero fear standing up against her.
The rumor spread, inspiring some newfound internet sleuths to start digging around in John Podesta's hacked emails, searching for proof and location of the so-called sex ring. What they found were numerous references to pizza, a term Urban Dictionary says is slang for child pornography. So somehow they concluded that Podesta and company were speaking in code.
Pizzas.
They also pounced on an email from D.C. pizzeria owner and prominent Democratic supporter James Alefantis, inviting Podesta to a pizza party fundraiser at his restaurant. Users then started combing through Alefantis' Instagram posts, including a photo of a young girl with her hands taped to the ping pong table. Alefantis says the child is his goddaughter and the picture was very innocent. By November 4th, just 6 days after the initial tweet about a sex ring, Alefantis was officially part of the conspiracy. He began receiving threatening phone calls with people labeling him a pedophile. On November 7th, the hashtag Pizzagate was born, and by November 16th, people started showing up at the restaurant to investigate for themselves, like well-known right-wing activist Jack Posobiec.
Back in December 2017, a number of questionable websites alleged that during a French radio interview, Macaulay Culkin said that Hollywood was controlled by, quote, satanic pedophiles who ritually murder children. He allegedly claimed that they make skin shoes from the sacrificed children. Tailor-made leather shoes were made of the skin of dead child star Heather O'Rourke.
Do you remember when Donald Trump was talking about draining the swamp and his main focus was getting rid of all these pedophiles in places that we knew not that they were located at? Check out this this description of frazzle drip, just in case you've never heard of this. Frazzle drip, sometimes called frazzle rip, is a rumored dark web snuff film showing Hillary Clinton, a longtime aide, Huma Abed, and sexually assaulting and murdering a young girl, drinking her blood and taking turns wearing the skin from her face as a mask. The video was allegedly discovered on former Congressman Anthony Weiner's laptop. Weiner is Abeden's ex-husband, in a folder labeled life insurance, and police officers who reportedly seen it were so horrified they were driven to suicide. Focus on the fact you got police officers that were driven to suicide. You know these officers have in common that you're looking at right here? These are the ones that got to see the content on Anthony Weiner's laptop of Hillary Clinton and Huma doing what it is that they did to that young girl and wearing her face as a mask.
Child star vowing to expose a ring of Hollywood pedophiles who he claims have abused thousands of children.
I can name 6 names. One of them who is still very powerful today.
You know they eat babies. That is not bullshit. They're full-on vampires. And everybody still thinks I'm crazy, but I'm not crazy. They're full-on vampires. They love the taste of human flesh and they drink human blood.
Concerning the Hillary Clinton sex tape and the horrific acts she committed against a young girl. The footage found on Anthony Weiner's laptop caused some of the most hardened NYPD officers to weep, vomit, and seek psychological help.
Some sad news tonight. Another New York City police officer has taken his life. The second NYPD suicide in 2 days. The police commissioner has declared a mental health crisis in his department.
If you can't figure out what difference it makes that the people running your world have fucking lied to you over and over your whole life, if you can't figure out that someone lying to you is trying to control you, suppressing of information, of knowledge, is control. Deception of information and knowledge is a form of control. So what difference does it make? It makes a big difference, because once they start omitting information or lying about information about where you live, they're doing it to control you. Period. Why am I having to explain this to critical thinkers in the truth movement? Where you live, it's been a lie the whole time, and if everybody would just come together and demand answers, they would be in checkmate. They would not know what the fuck to do. They cannot prove it. They can't prove the globe because it doesn't exist. So once you call on them, they're done. You then remove them from power and go from there. That rips down all the other conspiracies. The way you control billions of people is to keep them divided and fighting each other. So they focus on anything and everything but you and how you're controlling them all.